Welcome back to Endless Roads. Finally got my mic in, so I'm going to use this ride as a little bit of a test for the mic, and also to go through kind of my setup this year, because it's definitely changed since last year. I sold my GoPro and I went with the DJI Action 4. I'm not sure if it's the Pro or not, but I'll specify in the video. I found that the GoPro was pretty glitchy. Like, it would freeze a lot, and I'd have to take it out of the battery and out of the case, and it was just a lot to deal with every time it froze. And when you're riding a bike, it's kind of a big deal. Now, I had the GoPro Hero 9, and I read that they kind of rushed the production on that one because it was during COVID, so maybe that's unique to that one. I'm not sure, but needless to say, I didn't have a good experience, so I was open to going to a different ecosystem, and I decided to go with a DJI after some research. And after my last video, the PEI video, I think I made the right decision, because it's a good, it's a pretty good camera. It looks really cool. Something just flew off. Really cool.
What was that?
Looks really good, and performs really well, so no complaints so far. But this is my first test with the microphone. So with the DJI, I did go with the wired mic. I'm a little nervous to go wireless for whatever reason. So I went with the DJI lav mic, and then their Osmo 3.5 millimeter adapter that goes from the USB-C to the 3.5 mil headphone jack. Right now I have it set to minus 14 gain after a little bit of research. It's pretty windy right now, so we'll see how this turns out. But yeah, that's the setup so far. So also new for this year is the Insta360 X3 camera. It usually goes right here. I like it, I think. I mean, it opens up a world of options in terms of angles, but it does add a lot of work in post, because you have to reframe everything, every clip, and then you have to export to an MP4 file. So that's obviously, it adds it's almost like double time, I would say. So I'm learning that you have to be pretty particular about when you decide to press record with that camera. But it's all a learning process, and a learning process I enjoy. I did make quite a few mistakes with that last PEI video, just in terms of setting everything up to make the editing process easier. Namely, I didn't have the DJI camera and the 360 camera both in log or scene for raw footage, so I didn't realize that the 360 camera was set up to vivid picture, so it's coming across as like super green, really colorful, and the DJI camera was set to scene, so color matching was a little bit painful, but I made it work, and I think it turned out okay, but it just took a long time. The other thing is, when I exported out of the Insta360 editing app, the settings also weren't correct, so I ended up exporting in 1080p and not 4K, and I went back to do it all over again into 4K, and it was just like I would have had to recut every clip, and it was pretty painful. And honestly, I'm probably the only one that noticed. Maybe there's a few of you out there that noticed the drop in quality on the Insta360 clips, but going forward, that shouldn't be the case. So right now I'm heading to ProCycle. It's the local bike shop here in Dartmouth. I'm really going for one thing, and that's kind of rain boot covers to go over your boots when it's pouring rain. I just got some new boots, and although they say they're waterproof, I want to make sure that I'm fully covered, especially for this Labrador trip. But there's rain in the forecast for this weekend, so I might as well get them now. And then after that, I'm going to go to Best Buy to see if I can find a little extension for the camera. I don't know if you notice, but like it's kind of oriented down here a little bit. There's too much of my bar showing. I want to kind of bump it up a little bit. So in order to do that, I need a little like 1 inch, maybe 1 inch extension. When I ordered my mount from Chin Mounts, it came with one of those, but I took a spill last year and it snapped in half. So I did order some more from Chin Mounts, but I'm hoping that Best Buy might have something that will get me by for the time being. So we'll check in after those stops. I think I should mention the plans for this channel. I definitely want to get into more gear reviews. I've got a bunch of gear that's kind of been sitting idle and waiting to be reviewed. Things like a tent and this jacket I'm wearing, and then also the old stuff that I use every day, like my cooking set, and I'll probably do like a year review on my year in use review on my Moscow bags, and then also how I pack them for the trip. So yeah, keep your eyes open for that. Alright, so I just left ProCycle. I checked out those rain boot covers, and honestly they're pretty bulky. Like, I don't really know what I pictured, but they come with like a rubber sole and fit over your boots, and I just don't know if I want to sacrifice my room and my pack for that before really testing the waterproofness of my boots. So I think I'm going to do that first. Think on it a little bit. Put an ND filter on the camera for this ride. It's the first time with an ND filter for me. Supposedly it's supposed to make it look a little bit more cinematic, give it a little bit more motion, give the like overall video a little bit more motion blur, just a kind of more pleasing look. I don't know, we're gonna have to wait and see in post. But then also color grading, I'm still trying to kind of find my own style for color grading, and if I want to use the LUT packages or not, and it's pretty technical for those of you who are into that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know, what do you guys think? If you have any questions or comments or concerns, just leave them in the comments there, and I'll do my best to respond as quick as possible. But yeah, into Best Buy I go. I thought I got the right one, but as you can see I had to put two together. I don't know if you can see in that mirror there. So it's kind of Frankenstein, but I think the angle is going to be better. We'll determine on the ride here. Definitely not something I'm going to run for good, but should get me at least until those chin mount accessories show up. But yeah, hopefully this looks a little bit better. Again, let me know in the comments if you think so. Yeah, now I'm just gonna head home. If I think of anything else to say, I will let you know. So we're back to highway speeds now. I just wanted to do another little test here. I think on my way here I did have the vents open, so now I've confirmed all vents are closed. So how does this sound to you guys? If it doesn't sound good, one option I have is putting another dead cat over my existing dead cat. One that is a little bit bigger. I've seen some guys do that, but hopefully that's not necessary. But to be determined. I'm just kind of doing my fastest that I've been in the video, so we're doing about 100 now. And this is one of my favorite views in the city. Kind of coming down off the Circumferential Highway, and you get to see the harbor in front of you. Every time I get off the plane from work, this is always the first bit of ocean that I see, so yeah, figured I'd share that with you guys. Anyways, I hope you like this little update. I don't know how quick it was, or short it was, or long it was, but here it is. Yeah, definitely a lack of adventure in this video, but I figured it was a good opportunity to give you guys a little bit of an update on where this channel is intended to be heading, and we'll see you in the next one.